I love resistance. Now you're probably thinking this chick is crazy. Why would somebody like resistance? Well, let me tell you. So for me, resistance is that feeling, right? Like that feeling that comes up when maybe you feel a little bit jealous about something else somebody else has, or you feel that like, oh, I could never possibly have that. Somebody else say something that they have, or so I actually, here's a really good example. I was just speaking to somebody for my podcast, and he's at his house in Spain right now. And there's this, oh, I wish I could have that, but I can't have that. And there's no way that I would ever be able to have a second house in Spain. It's that resistance. It's that feeling in your gut or your chest or that throat that comes up and basically shuts you down and goes, settle down, little girl, that's not for you. So the reason that I love it, because I'm sure I'm not painting a good picture of it, but the reason that I love resistance is because it's like shining a spotlight. All of a sudden you've got like this bright light shining on areas where you have limiting beliefs. Like I just uncovered a limiting belief for myself when I was talking to this guest who's going to be on my show. What is it that I think prevents me from having a second house in Spain, right? And it becomes an area to explore. And one of the things I love is creating new awarenesses. So for me, resistance is all about creating awarenesses that would otherwise be very difficult to find. And the reason why finding them is so amazing is because now you have choice. And I believe that freedom, which is ultimately what we all want, is that feeling of freedom to do whatever we want. I feel freedom comes from having choice. And so when you have choice, which comes from uncovering a limiting belief, that creates the choice where you now can make a decision based on new information that you didn't have 30 seconds ago before that resistance showed up. Now you have choice. Now you can make a decision. Do I want to work on this? Is this something that I need to deal with? Like, why wouldn't I want to remove a block that stops me from thinking that I could have a second house in Spain? Like, of course, I may not want my house in Spain, but I want to remove the block that limits me to thinking that I can't. So that is why I love resistance, and you should too. In another video, I'm going to share one of the techniques that I actually use with my clients to help them once they have this awareness, once we can shine that spotlight, right, on what's going on and what's not going on, what's blocking you. I take them to the next level where we do something called a belief change. But the first step is uncovering those beliefs. So awesome. That's why I love resistance. So from now on, when you feel that, don't brush it away. Listen, maybe even write it down someplace so that you can explore it. Because resistance is actually the key to moving forward.